Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The quid pro quo between Nina and Drew has changed, despite the fact that it began as a tale of two antagonists using one another to achieve their goals. At this point, Drew and Nina practically seem like true friends with benefits. Having said that, there might be a moment when Drew puts a stop to the passion they've been sharing. If Nina kisses Drew and begins to unbutton her top, she might be surprised if, a few moments later, Drew shuts her down. Although it's obvious that Drew and Nina have an odd and fascinating connection, it's possible that their relationship won't endure. It's one thing to be hot behind closed doors, but it's another to go public in a real romance. But lately, Drew has been flirting a lot and turning on the charm with Tanisha Harper's character, single Jordan Ashford. Drew might have a valid excuse to turn down Nina if he starts dating Jordan again. It goes without saying that Nina might feel humiliated and that the possible rejection would feel somewhat abrupt. Depending on how Nina responds to being pushed away, their relationship could become uncomfortable and unpleasant. When it comes to providing an explanation, Willow Corinthos might notice the shift and question what went wrong, which could put Nina in a difficult situation. The writers have been presenting Drew with a variety of love options, but he will ultimately have to choose one woman and one course of action. Nina might have to find a new man to smolder with if Drew decides on Jordan and makes a big commitment to dating her. We'll bring you predictions on all the drama and updates on where the plot will go from here, because General Hospital spoilers indicate that Nina and Drew's collaboration will result in some shocking news. That being said, there's no assurance the judge will grant Sonny's request for release. Diane Miller can typically use legal magic to help Sonny, but now that the character is being depicted on the program as being in such a terrible downward spiral, things might be different. Even if Sonny gets released on bond for the time being, he may ultimately serve a significant amount of time in jail. It may be necessary for Sonny to contemplate the prospect of spending a significant amount of time at Pentonville. Who will manage Sonny's company in his absence if it occurs? Because of her ties to the mob, Ava Jerome might try to take over Sonny's company. After all, Ava was recently questioned by John Jagger Cates, who wondered if Ava's ultimate purpose was to take control. That might become Ava's goal as this plot develops, even if it wasn't earlier. It is Ava's goal to be the only person Sonny can genuinely rely on. If Sonny isn't accessible, someone will definitely need to take over the mafia show, so he might conclude that Ava is his only choice. The spoilers indicate there may be a lot of criticism if Sonny chooses to give Ava leadership. People that don't trust Ava include Carly Spencer, Steve Burton's Jason Morgan, Dominic Zamprogna's Dante Falconieri, and Kate Mancy's Christina Corinthos Davis may be concerned that she may cause trouble and endanger anyone associated with the Corinthos family. But if Sonny quits without giving someone else the reins, things can get far worse. Although Brick, Stephen A. Smith, could be a stand-in, it's easy to see Sonny turning against him too fast. Sonny has always received preferential treatment from Ava, who has given him what he wanted to hear. That might give Ava a shot at taking over the gang, but if the truth about Sonny's changed medications is revealed, everything might change. Eventually, his tampered medication should serve as Sonny's pass out of jail because he has good grounds for his outlandish actions. Meanwhile, if Sonny ends himself in jail, General Hospital spoilers indicate he could need to revamp his company. We'll let you know if this will translate into good news for Ava. Tracy will find solace in the company of Stella and Josh Kelly's Cody Bell as she grieves the loss of Gregory, particularly as she had hoped to be more than just friends with him had things gone differently. Violet Finn, Jaffiel Love, will be concerned about losing her grandfather at Bobby's, but Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, might reassure her that they would always share stories about Gregory and preserve his memory. Because she will continue to be on edge about Hamilton Finn's drinking at GA, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, will confide in Portia Robinson, Brooke care about her worries. Given that Portia is one of the hospital's co-chiefs of staff, that might turn out to be an error. Liz will encourage Portia to avoid having regrets about confiding in her. But Portia might start to worry that Finn would lose his mind, which might have an impact on his patients and the hospital's standing. Elizabeth will, at the absolute least, make Portia aware of Finn's troubles with sobriety, which could exacerbate their relationship. Josh Swickard's character Harrison Chase, who has been doing his hardest to help his brother through this trying period, will be approached by Finn in the interim to ask for a favor. As they continue to deal with Gregory's passing and its repercussions, Chase might provide Finn with yet another layer of support. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, will contend at the Albany hearing that she would have acted differently if she had known everything, including Fergus Burns, Lane Davies, recent revelation that Iva Jerome, Maura West, was her accuser. Molly Lansing Davis and Tay Ashford are out on a romantic date, while Alexis is still struggling to regain her law license. Molly will grin at some nightmare scenario that she doesn't even want to consider while they sit at a table outside of Bobby's. It seems like TJ will make light of a potential parenting problem and make Molly laugh in the process. Naturally, if Molly and TJ learn about the terrifying Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bennard, show that Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, saw, it won't be a laughing issue. Stay tuned for our predictions as the word gets out. Keep an eye out for the drama that ensues as General Hospital teasers indicate that TA and Molly will eventually learn more about how close pregnant Christina came to a dangerous situation. Violet concerned that something might happen to her dad and asked a what-if question during their chat at Bobby's. Brooke Lynn told Violet that Finn was healthy and robust, even if she acknowledged that it was unsettling to consider. Brooke Lynn assured Violet that Finn will live for a very long time in an attempt to calm her fears. Regretfully, it can be the exact reverse. Given all the rumors about Finn's departure and Violet's worries about her father, there are solid grounds to think he could suffer a similar fate to Gregory Chase, Gregory Harrison. With Gregory no longer around, Finn is spiraling out of control and may never be able to quit drinking to dull the agony. Will Finn end up in a fatal collision eventually, possibly as a result of driving after intoxication? Naturally, Finn might wind up in a permanent coma over time, much like Lulu Spencer, Emmy Rylan, and other characters, but we also have to accept the chance that Finn might not survive. It's important to note that Finn has been drinking bourbon under the name Tire Track, which may provide further insight into the deadly money he is going to encounter. As additional information about Finn's future becomes available, we'll keep you informed. Our forecasts indicate that Finn will have a horrible ending. It's advisable to be ready for the possibility that Gage fans will soon have to say goodbye to Finn. According to General Hospital spoilers, Finn might commit a grave error that he will never be able to undo, so check in to see the drama build. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.